So I've been getting a lot of emails recently from people saying, I'm trying to run a YouTube channel, I'm having a problem with subscribers and viewers, can you help? Now whenever I get a lot of emails of one type, of course I do a video, because it answers everybody's questions without me having to type an email that's 1,000 words long 1 or 2 times a day. Now the thing about YouTube is that you've got to recognise you're in an industry. You're actually in an entertainment industry, and you're in specifically the media side of that industry. You're competing against other YouTubers, Netflix and Amazon, and everybody else is producing visual media for people to sit at their computer to watch, and there's a lot of them. And you're in there doing exactly the same thing, competing for viewers, but you're in a larger entertainment industry, and that's significant in the COVID time, because when it was the COVID lockdown, of course, everybody's at home and they're turning onto their computer, and you saw a massive spike in views. Now, of course, COVID has been, restrictions are being eased. Everybody's rushing out to do something else. They're going for dinner or a walk in the park. They're not sitting at the computer anymore. And you're finding the competition within the entertainment industry to entertain people is particularly tough. And within media, you get an awful lot of people competing for views. Now, it helps to know that. It helps to think that, because when you're making a video, you have to remember that you are entertaining people. It doesn't matter whether you think your video is full of great information content, which it could well be, you are still in the entertainment industry, and part of your job is to entertain people so that that information can be received. If all you do is focus on the information without the entertainment side, take my word for it, nobody will watch that video and that information will be lost. You are in the entertainment industry. You are generating entertainment, whatever else you think you're doing. If you wrap up what is you think you're doing with that understanding that it's an entertainment industry you're working in, it should help you target more effectively what it is that you're doing, and that matters when it comes to growing the channel. Of course content matters. Of course it matters what it is that you're actually doing, and you have to organise that, because you've got to remember, most people will watch a YouTube video over 3 to 5 minutes. Now when you first set up your YouTube channel, you have a restriction of 10 minutes. Then after you get into a certain size or a certain amount of time, that restriction is taken away, and you can make videos as long as you like. People who do YouTube videos are very similar to me, and that is horrendous egoists. We think every word we say is an important thing and should be listened to. It is a sad realization that it is not. It was an enormous blow to my ego that not everything I said was important. It's a bit like when I was a kid. All I had to do was cry and somebody would stick something in my mouth. So I got this idea, I was the centre of the world. It was a huge knock to me to find out there were other people in the world who was equally important as me. And it's the same thing. Not everything you say is relevant to what people want to listen to. If you can't resist going on and on and on, and you can't trim down the message you're trying to give, then people are just going to get bored watching you. So when it comes to making a video, bear in mind that you're making it for an audience who may not necessarily have the same objectives you are. If you're making it for your own entertainment and just want to listen to yourself, knock yourself out. If you want to grow your channel, you need to pay attention to your audience. So pitch what it is you say to your audience at the level at which they'll watch it for the time they'll watch it. Because most people watch YouTube when they've got a spare few minutes. They'll just flick through on the phone and have a look at a video that either entertains them, informs them, or amuses them. If you're not producing a video that does one of those 3 things, bearing in mind your audience, then that video won't get watched. If your objective is just to have fun, then fine, go for it. If your objective is to build a channel, you have to recognise it's a job. It's a job like any other job, and you need to work at it and produce a body of work that people find entertaining. If you're hoping for the viral video, then you're wasting your time. That viral video will not launch you into fame and fortune. If you remember the guy who did sodium bicarbonate and crazy glue, and you hunt out the original video, you'll find it has millions of views. If you look at his channel, you find his channel is tiny, hardly any of the videos, and without being brutal or rude, his other videos are pretty boring. So all that happened was a lot of people watched the viral video, nobody subscribed. They do that because there isn't a background of work, a body of work that people can be caught by and watch. So that body of work is the substantial basis to your channel. If you then hit a viral video, you'll find that your subscribers go up. So they're treating it like a job, making sure you have a body of work, being consistent in what you produce and releasing that regularly is all that matters. By regularly, I mean every time at the same time. So if you produce one video a month, post it on the 1st or the 31st of the month, or whatever day you post it, on the same day. Because it's like a shop. If people come to you and you're closed, they're going to go somewhere else. They're not going to come back. You need to be open, even if there's no customers in. So you need to be regular and have those videos going up consistently and regularly. And then you'll find that people will come and stay and return because they'll know you're there. YouTube has its own quirks. It's not just about entertainment, okay? There is a strong element in YouTube of community. And when you're making videos, you're actually building a community. When you build a community, it's important to do things like answer the comments. You have to answer the comments and interact with your community as you build your community. Now, your community will have expectations, and those expectations are the niche in which you operate. But you need to be careful not to get caught in that niche, or you'll just make the same videos over and over again, and eventually that community will go away, and you'll get really bored and tired and brain dead from doing it. So recognize your community, recognize your niche, and make the videos that are for your community, but stretch your community. So don't be too narrow about it. Don't try to please everyone, because somebody somewhere at some time is going to hate what you do, and you have to learn to live with that. So to sum up, to grow a YouTube channel, recognize it's a job and work at it like that. The other thing to realize is that you're in an industry, and that industry is entertainment. So at some level, it must entertain. The third thing to realize is that YouTube is about community. So pay attention to your community and help grow your community, and that will grow your channel. Anyway, I hope this video was of interest. I hope it helped for sure. And thank you very much for watching. And please remember to like and subscribe.